Mr. Speaker, will you please call the House to order?
The House will come to order. In the absence of clergy, let us all pause for a moment of silence. Visitors are invited to join the members in the Pledge of Allegiance. A quorum being present, the clerk will read the Journal of Wednesday, June 15th. Mr. Morelli.
Mr. Speaker, I move to dispense with the further reading of the Journal of Wednesday, June 15th, and that the same stand approved.
Without objection, so ordered. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Speaker. Good morning, colleagues. No disrespect to anyone. I hope this is the last time I wish you good morning for some time. Before we begin, and I know we have a very, very busy day, and I'm going to try to give some direction as to what that busy day will look like. But before I do that, let me just note a couple of important events that have happened on this day, June 16th in history. For instance, on this day in 1963, aboard Vostok 6, Soviet cosmonaut Valentina Tereshkova became the first woman to travel in space. After 48 orbits and 71 hours, she returned to Earth, having spent more time in space than all United States astronauts combined to that date. On this date in 1933, a great New Yorker, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt, signed into law the National Industrial Recovery Act. The act, an early part of President Roosevelt's New Deal, protected collective bargaining rights for unions and established the Public Works Administration to help Americans pull themselves up from the Great Depression. And on this day in 1884, a little Brooklyn trivia and New York trivia, the first roller coaster in America opened at Coney Island. Admission on the coaster was 5 cents and ran at a speed of about 6 miles per hour. Very much like this roller coaster is moving this morning. Within 4 years, the founder, Lamarcus Thompson, had built 50 more roller coasters across the United States and throughout Europe. So, with that apt metaphor, Mr. Speaker, let me describe what will be a busy day. And again, I want to personally thank everyone for their cooperation over the last several days. We've done a great deal of work, but much work remains, and we hope to conclude this in an appropriate time today. So members have on their desks a main calendar and a debate list. After just a few minutes, we'll take up introductions. Included among those introductions will be an important introduction of the Tuskegee Airmen by our colleague, Mr. Blake. Others may wish to speak on that. I know there are other introductions and I'm sure some housekeeping. We will begin work today on consent with Rules Report 394, and we will work from the main calendar and the debate list and additional calendars that will no doubt be produced by the Rules Committee. Members of Ways and Means and Rules should be aware that we will be meeting and calling those meetings off the floor. There may be additional committees as needed, so I would encourage all members to pay close attention, and it will be a good idea to have as many members in the chambers as we can, particularly, although I'm fond of saying that, Mr. Speaker, today people really should listen to me. Bills that we pass before noon, we won't have to pass after midnight, as the old saying goes, so people should stay close by. We will have a rules meeting after Ways and Means and Rules meet. They will produce an A and B calendar. We will be working from both of those, and as I said, we will be having additional calendars, no doubt, throughout the day. Members on both sides of the aisle should note we will also be having party conferences, and I expect those will happen sometime late this morning, early afternoon, and obviously I will consult with the minority on scheduling those. So with that as a general outline, Mr. Speaker, I hope everyone enjoys the final day of session.
Thank you, Mr. Morelli. Ms. Arroyo, for the purposes of an introduction. Ms. Tinney, for the purposes of an introduction.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for allowing me the privilege to introduce a wonderful class of students from the Charlotte Valley 4th grade. They're sitting in the back. They're here with their parents and teachers. Their teachers are Mary Lou Clark, Lorraine Simon, Bernadette Evans, and parents Melissa Wyckoff, Janelle Montgomery, Dan Starr, and Ashley McLean. And the students told me that tomorrow is their last day of school. Let's hope today is our last day of session. And one more surprise introduction, Mr. Speaker. I just noticed up in the gallery we have Mark Thomas, who's a teacher at New Hartford, 6th grade. My alma mater. I graduated from 6th grade there. There they go. I also won the Social Studies Award in 6th grade, which means that if you win the Social Studies Award, you too can be a member of the State Assembly. And Mr. Speaker, if you would please welcome these wonderful students and their parents and teachers, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Certainly, on behalf of Ms. Tinney, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome the students, parents here to the New York State Assembly. We extend to you the privileges of the floor. We hope that this day will be beneficial. You'll have a lot of fun, learn some things, and tomorrow we go on summer break, all of us. Thank you so very much. Thank you for being here. Mr. Santa Barbara.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for allowing me to interrupt the proceedings for an introduction. Today, I'm very pleased to welcome to the Chamber a group of Girl Scouts from my hometown of Rotterdam. They are here with their troop leaders and parent volunteers, who include Georgina Fries from Troop 2268, Renee Kelly and Sherry Lantrado from Troop 2420, Kimberly Palmieri of Troop 2431. They're enjoyed by parent volunteers Jennifer Delalo, Jackie Torres, Jenny Kibbe, and also joining them are Kathleen Buckley, the founder and CEO of Military Mom in Action, and Justine Duncan from the Patriot Guard Riders. Under the leadership of these women, these Girl Scouts have shown great dedication to serving their community. They came together to show their support for the brave men and women in uniform fighting across the world to defend our freedoms. They recently joined together on Girl Scout Give Back Day and assembled more than 1,000 care packages through the Military Mom in Action program. These packages were then shipped and delivered to our troops serving overseas. This is just one example of the many good deeds our Girl Scouts do on a daily basis. This group exemplifies the Girl Scouts' mission of instilling girls with courage, confidence, and character, the tools to make the world a better place. And I'm very proud to have them all with me here today visiting us in the chamber. Mr. Speaker, if you would welcome them to the chamber and extend to them all the cordialities of the House.
On behalf of Mr. Santa Barbara, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome these tremendous Girl Scouts here to the New York State Assembly and also your parental supervisors. We commend you on the work that you've done supporting freedom and supporting our troops. We hope that this will be a pleasant day and that you will enjoy our proceedings. Thank you very much, and we're pleased to have you. Mr. Morelli for an introduction.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am delighted to make a special introduction, a familiar face, but a much taller face than he was last year. We're delighted to have a great young man here, Ms. Richardson's son, Isaac, who is now 13 years old. You couldn't find a more handsome young man. He is just about finished with 7th grade, soon to start 8th grade, and he's just a joy and a delight, and I can see how happy Ms. Richardson is to have him. And the great thing is I asked Isaac what his favorite subject in school was. He couldn't decide because it's between math and science. I said, this boy has a future. So if you would please extend all the cordiality of the House to this very, very fine young man.
Certainly, on behalf of Mr. Morelli, your mother, the Speaker, and all of the members, we welcome you here, Isaac, to the New York State Assembly. We extend to you privileges of the floor, your family. You're always welcome here. Congratulations on a successful year. And I don't think you need to choose between math and science. Dual degrees are fine. Thank you so very much. Ms. Fahey.
I rise today to ask you to grant the privileges of the floor to for a very, very special guest, and that is the Albany High School track team. Some of our true stars from the Albany High track team, along with their coaches and the parents. And included in this track team is my daughter, so it's a bit emotional. She, too, the last time she was here was 4 years ago, over 4 years ago now, and she was about a half foot, maybe a foot shorter. She, I have to say, she might have gotten my height, but she didn't inherit my coordination because she's a much better athlete than I could ever pretend to be. But it's also emotional because this is one of the struggling schools that you hear about. And I'm just so incredibly proud of this team, of these girls and the boys. By the way, they're not here, but the boys. And I see just how incredibly hard they work, and it's one of the reasons why you see me take it so personally when I hear the negative things about our schools, because I see so many of the extraordinary, extraordinary positive things from what are called our struggling schools. And I also see this amazing, amazing parent and coach support. And I just want to say the coaches, they are not just track. The coaches are not just track coaches, track and field coaches or cross country and other coaches. They are truly life coaches. In fact, had they not caught an error last week at state finals, my daughter might not have done as well in the state finals, but they're just so attentive and so on top of things. Their dedication goes beyond any pay that they could possibly have. I'm just going to run through the list very briefly. I'm going to start with a few of the seniors. Adara Zulo is part of the indoor 4x2 relay. They've had just amazing relay teams and went to state finals this year and is heading to SUNY Buffalo in the fall. Larissa, is also part of the 4x2 relay that went to state finals in the indoor track and is heading to Pace University. She was also the scholar athlete this year in the Times Union, amazing student and athlete. Nina Rouse, wave for us, Nina. Also part of an amazing relay team that went to state finals and is a senior attending UAlbany in the fall. Jahari Coleman, don't let her size fool you. I would need half the day, and I won't do it, but I would need half the day to acknowledge all of her accomplishments. Let me just list a few. I don't know, you must have an extra room in your house to store all your medals. In the 300 meters, she runs it at a 40.7 seconds. She made it to nationals in the 200 meters and has a new PR of 25.28 seconds. She went to outdoors in the hundreds. I think she was 5th or 6th. Outdoor state finals in the 400. She is a senior going on a full ride to UAlbany, and we're just going to keep hearing her name and hearing her name. Mercedes Johnson, also part of the indoor 4x2 relay in the outdoor and in the outdoor 200. She's a cousin, and her parents are here, are cousins of Wayne Jackson's. 11th place and attending Monroe College in the fall. And then my daughter, she's a junior. She's heading back to Albany High, and is she ever going to miss this team? Just last week, she does a number of different events as well, as do many of these young women. Just last week, placed 5th in the pentathlon in state finals. And then the coaches, starting to our left, Jeffrey Barnes, James Gordon, and Pawan Tapalya. And the parents are in back, including Wayne Jackson's cousins, who are Michael and Valerie Johnson, and Mercedes. And I just need to give a shout out to the parents. I miss so many events because of our crazy lives here. The parents are the ones, and Jahari's dad is not here, but he knows my daughter's scores. James Coleman knows my daughter's scores better than I do. And it's the parents that really spur these children on. We talk a lot about parental involvement, and these parents just can't be beat. So if you will, extend them the cordialities, and thank you for your indulgence. You know I don't do many introductions, so I took a little extra long today, but thank you. It's very special.
Not a problem. Mr. McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and I too want to welcome these fine young ladies, their coaches, and their families to the Assembly Chamber. As you know, I share the City of Albany with Member Fahey, so we talk quite often on nights and on the weekends. And ladies, I want to let you know that I feel like I've been at every one of your track meets, because as you know, Ms. Fahey, she's always got the phone in her hand, talking and cheering you on. So congratulations on a great season. Your future is bright. We're happy that you're here.
Certainly, on behalf of Ms. Fahey, Mr. McDonald, the Speaker, and all the members, we welcome this extraordinary group of young women here to the New York State Assembly. We are impressed and really delighted at the successes that you've individually had. We know that these are successes which will lead to greater successes in life. Thank you, coaches. Thank you, parents, for being there. We understand that our children stand on our shoulders. You have been steadfast in the work that you've done. That reward will be seen shortly. Thank you so very much. Ms. Arroyo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm very proud to make a presentation today. This is a Puerto Rican professional woman that is working here in Albany City. She is the director of she is regional director of the Capital District Camino Nuevo New Path. This program is dedicated to us that are suffering with drugs and need treatment. I'm very proud of what they are doing because the Acacia network that is housed in New York City is the sponsor of this program. Ms. Jimenez is here to meet us, and because she is our neighbor, she is located in Central Avenue. And I'm very proud of her because she is one of those young girls, Puerto Ricans, that came to New York with a mother and a large family, but she prepared herself, and today she's a professional, and she can serve our people with dignity and love.
Thank you.
Certainly, on behalf of Ms. Arroyo, the Speaker, and all the members, Senora, we wish you well. We extend the privileges of the floor. We are so pleased to have you. We encourage you to continue that work that you're about in helping other people. It is truly a life's blessing. You're always welcome here. Thank you. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members of the Ways and Means Committee should make their way to the Speaker's conference room. Mr. Farrell is prepared for our first committee of the day, Ways and Means in the Speaker's conference room.
Ways and Means, Speaker's conference room immediately. Thank you, members. Mr. Morelli.
Yes, sir. If we go to page 3 of the main calendar, we're going to begin with our Assembly resolutions, beginning with Assembly Resolution 1577 by Mr. Soretto.
Clerk will read.
Resolution number 1577, rules at the request of Mr. Soretto. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim the week of September 25th, 2016 as Diffuse Intrinsic Pontine Glioma Awareness Week in the state of New York.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 1578, rules at the request of Mr. Hevesy. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim July 30th, 2016 as World Day Against Trafficking in Persons in the state of New York.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 1579, rules at the request of Mrs. Mayor. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim September 2016 as Sickle Cell Disease Awareness Month in the state of New York.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 1580, rules at the request of Mr. Miller. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim June 21st, 2016 as Yoga Day in the state of New York in conjunction with the observance of International Yoga Day.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 1581, rules at the request of Mr. Graff. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim October 2016 as Bullying Prevention Month in the state of New York.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 1582, rules at the request of Mr. Tedisco. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim October 1st, 2016 as Food Allergy Awareness Day in the state of New York.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 1583, rules at the request of Mr. Titone. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim September 2016 as Alopecia Awareness Month in the state of New York.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 1584, rules at the request of Mr. Thiel. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim Summer 2016 as Small Business Summer in the state of New York.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted.
Resolution number 1585, rules at the request of Mrs. Gunther. Legislative resolution memorializing Governor Andrew M. Cuomo to proclaim August 2016 as Adult Vaccine Preventable Disease Awareness and Improvement Month in the state of New York.
On the resolution, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Opposed, no. The resolution is adopted. You're an optimist.